back to the channel. We're out here in the garage today doing some upgrades to the Mustang. I wanted to bring you guys along and show you some interesting stuff here and show you what I've done. We've been kind of hanging out, not really doing anything. I've been working on the 5.4 over here some. Video coming out soon on that. We ran into a snag, but we're working through it right now. We've just been making some minor upgrades to the Mustang, making it a little bit better. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what we're doing. So I've had these SVE front runners for a long time. I've had them for like 4 years now, I think. They're the LMR SVE 17 by 4.5. I believe it's 4.5 wide. Don't quote me on that. Front drag wheels, and then they have the Mickey Thompson SR front runner radial wheels. And I've wanted a really nice set of front runners for a long time, and I'm finally able to get some. And so I had the billet specialties in the back, so I went ahead and got a set of the Comp 5 15 by 3.5 billet specialties here. And these things are extremely light. I went with the Mickey Thompson ET front, 26-inch tall tire. It's a 26 by 4, 15 obviously. And we've already weighed these things, and I want to show you guys the difference in weight on these real quick, just to show you how significant the change in weight is. And also just remember, this is unsprung weight, and it's weight on the front end of the car. So we got them right here on the scale. Make sure you don't push down on it. See, you're pushing down on it. Just pick it up and then just kind of hold it on the sides so we can get a good reading. 35.2 pounds. That's about what we got a while ago. So these things are kind of heavy for a drag wheel. 35 pounds. So then we'll weigh the new setup here. Looking at 20.6 pounds. So that is like 14 pounds of tire, a little bit more. So roughly 14 pounds of tire that we're taking off the front end. So that's 28 pounds total off the front end of the car, and significant, especially because it's unsprung weight. And also these are a bias ply front, so they'll work a lot better with these bias ply rears to kind of help with the sway. I don't really have a lot of sway, but it'll help out even more. And obviously they'll work with the radial rears as well, so that's a good thing. I already got one mounted over here. Pretty happy with how they look. I'm excited to mount this other one up and get it sat down, and we'll look and see what it looks like. Definitely haven't seen this car with 15s on it in the front in a long time. And then you guys know I've always had these billet specialty 15 by 10 rears. And then one other upgrade I made to the car is we stepped up to a XS Power D1400 battery. So it's a 14 volt battery. So we have a little bit more voltage to be able to push the fuel pump and a little bit farther. The fans will run better. The water pump, the electric water pump is going to flow more. The only issue I'm running into right now is I got to figure out how I'm going to bump the voltage up on my alternator. Obviously with a 12 volt system, your alternator normally charges at like 14 and a half volts. And to charge a 14 volt battery, you need to be charging like 15 and a half to 16 volts. And so the alternator will do it. You just have to trick the voltage regulator or change the voltage regulator on it. So obviously you wouldn't want a 16 volt alternator trying to charge 12 volt battery. That would end bad. So that's the only do out I got on that. But for now, the plan is to just put it on this charger that I got for it over here. After runs, or every few runs, we'll just stick this charger on it and charge it back up. So I'm gonna mount this other tire real quick and get this thing set on the ground, and we'll see what she looks like. All right, well, of course, as soon as I got the car out, it started to rain on us. I had to pull this thing back in. So I couldn't get really any good walk around shots from outside. That's kind of frustrating. It's really excited about these new wheels, and I wanted to enjoy them some, but we can enjoy them from right here in the garage. These things are extremely nice, and I've wanted a set of these for a long time, and I finally have them, and it feels good. Don't mind my missing cap right here. Another thing I wanted to say is a big shout out to my friend Detail Will that does all the detailing on my car. I actually need to get him to detail it again. It's nasty right now, but he did do a ceramic coat on these, which is going to help with brake dust. So they're going to continue to look just the way they do right now, nice and clean and new. Really digging the new look though. And now with this weight being off the front, I can pull some weight out of the back of the car too. Not gonna go into detail on what kind of weight percentages I'm running right now, but it's gonna be nice to pull some total weight off the car, make it a little quicker. The car's running really good for how much it weighs. At the no prep race this last weekend, it weighed 3,270 to 3,300 pounds. And a lot of that weight obviously is in the back of the car, which was really helping 60 foot hard out there. Like I said, the car went 125, 60 foot. Doing pretty good. We're going to, so plans for this weekend, we're planning on going to Beacon Dragway in Paducah. You guys have seen us go out there a lot. We're gonna do the test and tune out there from noon till 6, and then at 6 to 6:30, they're gonna shut the track down. We're gonna go down to the other end of the track, and we're gonna do Beyond 660, which is basically no prep, no rubber down, kind of like the street. Same thing that we do down at Crossville. The last time I was out there at the Beyond 660 race, this car was not set up to do any of that kind of racing. We still did okay, but we were nowhere near as fast as the car is now. I'd say, I didn't have a draggy then, but I'd say that the car was probably a good second slower than it is now, and probably 15 to 20 mile per hour slower than it is now. I'm not exaggerating. This thing rolls out on the big end. Very capable of going 130 plus out the back on an asphalt road. So I mean, it's a completely different car now. I think we actually have a fighting chance this time. So we're gonna see. We're definitely gonna give it all we got. I'm feeling pretty good about it. If anyone's sitting next to me, they're gonna have to work for the win. I promise them that. So we'll be heading out there in a couple of days. You guys should be seeing the video. We'll see how fast we can go on the test and tune with the radials on the back. I need to get some data for some things, and then we'll go down to the other end of the track, go fast down there too. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you in a couple of days. Like always, comment, like, and subscribe. Talk to y'all later.